brought to you by Kellogg's. Kellogg's Cereals. The best to you each morning from Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now let's all play What's My Line? And now, live from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Thank you. And on my left, one of the funniest men in the world and one of the nicest, Buddy Hackett.
And now here is a very beautiful lady that I'm crazy about, but my wife understands show business and all that sort of thing. She told me to say that. Arlene Francis.
And now a gentleman who is marvelously portraited in this month's Esquire, but not so lovingly as he would be by those of us that work with him, Mr. Bennett, Cerf.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce our panel moderator, who causes riots wherever he goes. And remember, all you beautiful little girls in the audience, you promised me you wouldn't go into hysterics when I introduced him. John Charles Daly.
Where's my banjo? That's what I want to know. Where's my banjo? You should be red-faced, Bennett, sir. And he is, too. Buddy Hackett, it's very nice to see you on the panel. Actually,
thank you.
Buddy nearly didn't make it. He was teaching me how to putt just before we came out. And if I do better, I will, with every putt that I put down, I'll say Buddy Hackett taught me how.
Just give me half your action. That's all.
Half the action? You mean win or lose?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
no.
Sorry. I thought I was on the make there for a bit, but I guess I'm not. Well, we hope you have an interesting half hour. I think we've got some very interesting occupations to beguile you. And we will also have a famous mystery guest before my friends on the panel a little bit later in the program. We'll meet our first challenger after this. And now to meet our first contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Mr. X. How do you do? Now, for reasons that I think will be clear later, we are presenting our guest as Mr. X. We'll let the folks in the theater and the folks at home know exactly what your line is. All right, panel, we can tell you that Mr. X is self-employed and deals in a service, and we'll begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Mr. X, are you Mr. X because your name has appeared in the paper in the last month?
Yes.
Is it a name probably well known to the panel?
Yes.
Do you have anything to do in any way with the arts?
Well, I would think we would have to agree that you have something to do in any way with the arts, yes.
Is it one of the graphic arts?
No, I would say not. That's one down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. X, as the work that you have been doing and which has brought you the fame which has brought you, I'm sure, to this program, got anything to do with the government?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Mr. X, can you conduct your work wearing an ordinary business suit?
Yes.
Do you work in the daytime?
Yes.
Do you usually work indoors?
Yes.
Do you have anything to do with one of the performing arts in some sense?
Do you have anything to do with one of the performing arts in some sense? I would
I'd
say
say
yes.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be the theater or the opera?
No.
No, that makes it 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Hackett.
Mr. X, I take it that X, this answer, if I'm phrasing it right, should be yes. And the X is not half of a name like a secret agent X9, is that right? Mr. X, when you go out of doors, do you wear a hat? Highly advisable, I might add.
Ever since Buddy adopted that beetle wig of his there, you know.
It's real. Mr. X, would you like to have half? That's another question.
I could use it.
Do you have anything to do with the new Lincoln Center?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
Since you have ruled out the graphic arts, may I assume, therefore, that you have nothing to do with the drawing board whatsoever?
Yes, that's correct.
Uh-huh. However, what you do is creative, is that correct?
We'll have to have a small conference.
Kind of artsy mixed up with.
Let's say no.
We'll say no. That's 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
That's
We are
some
assuming
more.
here that you are using the word in the creative in the artistic sense, and we would have to agree here that the answer should be no. Mr. Cerf.
Mr. X, we did elicit from you the fact that you are somehow connected in some way with the performing arts,
Right.
but not the theater and not motion pictures. Is that right?
No, not opera.
Not opera and theater. Might you have anything to do with either television or radio?
Yes.
Would it be television?
Yes.
But you are not the representative of any kind of government or state commission. Is that correct?
He's
That's correct.
self-employed.
You are self-employed. Have you got anything to do with the ratings of television shows?
Yes.
Are you Mr. Nielsen?
Now may I formally present Mr. A.C. Nielsen, Jr., who is the president of the Nielsen Service.
We have been led to believe that is creative in a way.
Well, actually, that's why I came back and said in an artistic sense.
Be careful what you say, you fool.
I'm joking.
On behalf of Max Liebman, I'd like to say a word to you about a show I once had called
This particular show, I hope, gets a very high rating.
Miss Dorothy.
I just want to say on behalf of What's My Line, we love Mr. Nielsen.
That we do. We love the public who makes it possible for Mr. Nielsen to make it possible for us to be lovely to Mr. Nielsen and to the public, or something like that. How's that for everything?
Good circle.
I must say, it's been a lot of fun. I didn't think they'd catch it, but they did fool us. When they got into the arts, if anybody got to television, I was afraid we'd get hooked.
Yes.
And thanks very much for joining us.
Daly.
Nice to have you with us. All right, now to meet our next challenger. Will you enter and sign in, please? George Boyce, Jr. Is that right? Yes. All right. Mr. Boyce, where are you from?
I'm from Maine.
From Maine? Yes. Oh, that's the North Country. This is a nice time of year to be up in the North Country. Nice to have you with us. Mr. Boyce, may I present our panel? And now will you join me here, and we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Mr. Boyce is salaried and deals in a product. And we'll begin the general questioning with Bennett, Cerf.
Mr. Boyce, I didn't hear what city in Maine you said you came from. Is that, might I hear?
Oxford County.
What?
Oxford County in
Oxford
Maine.
County.
Does he have a town?
Mr. Boyce, is it true that your
No,
mother
it's
used
county.
to say about you, Boyce will be Boyce? That was
You know,
my
since
question.
Bennett's been portrayed, as Arlene told you, in Esquire now, why, he signs his name Bennett, Cerf, comma, Esquire.
Mr. Boyce, Oxford County has a great many paper mills. Have you anything whatever to do with the making of paper, of print?
No.
That's 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Mr. Boyce, could I use your product?
Beg your pardon?
Could I use your product?
Yes.
Could I hold it in my hand?
Yes.
Is it a fun product?
You mean, can you enjoy yourself with it and
Yes.
find a... Yes, I would say yes, it's a fun product.
Well, could I eat it?
No, $2 to go, Mr. Hackett.
Is it bigger than a bird seed?
Is it bigger than a bird seed?
Yes. Is it made out of wood? Yes. Is it made out of something else as well as wood? Yes. Is it wood and metal? No.
No, that makes it $3.07 to go,
smart.
Miss Francis.
Is it a product that we might have in the house?
Yes, you
might.
could have it in the house.
You might.
But the usual use of this product is out of doors?
Yes.
Would it be considered a game product of some kind?
No.
No, that would make it $4.06 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Boyce, is product ever used in or on the water?
No.
$5.05 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, if I couldn't eat it, could I wear it?
Beg your pardon?
Could I wear it?
Yes.
Oh, ho. And it would be likely that I would wear it out of doors.
Yes.
In Maine?
Not necessarily.
But I could wear it in
You
Maine.
could in Maine, yes.
Would I wear it above the waist?
No.
$6.04 to go, Mr. Hackett.
You make skis? No.
$7.03 to go, Miss Francis.
Since it is wood, and since part of it is wood, and since I would wear it, it seems unlikely that I'd wear it on the upper part of my body. Is that correct?
Yes.
No.
So that we have to wear this on the lower part of the body.
Yes.
Is it worn on the extremities,
Yes.
the feet?
Yes.
Is it something other than a snowshoe?
No.
No.
It's a snowshoe.
What did you say, Bennett?
It's a snowshoe.
I knew he could do it. I knew he could do it. Now, actually, much will come clear to you. There's a nice outfit called Snowcraft Company, and Mr. Boyce does indeed make snowshoes. And you remember you tried to find out where he lived in Maine, and we kept ducking and weaving and bobbing.
Snowshoe, Maine, I suppose.
No, Norway, though. If we'd said Norway, Maine, we thought it would come to you very quickly, and that's why we evaded you on that.
They can't be very good because I saw he was wearing regular shoes when he came in.
Well, Mr. Boyce, how do you explain that?
There isn't any snow.
That's a good explanation. It's a good New England explanation.
Slipped my mind.
Well, sir, it certainly was nice of you to visit us. Hope you enjoyed the visit, and happy snowcrafting. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, here is a word from our sponsor. And now the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger, for which my friends on the panel are blindfolded. What ho there, panel.
I think I ought to disqualify myself.
Why?
Because I never guess.
The court will take it under advisement.
Okay.
All right, the blindfolds are all in place?
Yes,
sir.
Good. Will you enter, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? Panel, a different form of questioning, one at a time, in turn, beginning clockwise, and we'll find out. Let's begin with Buddy Hackett.
Are you in the showbiz?
Yes. Miss Francis?
Would you be considered a leading man?
No. That's 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
What? One down?
That was no. No.
No.
No,
Not
must be
leading
a
man.
comedian.
Come on. Do you ever raise your voice in melodic song?
Yes.
Miss Kilgallen?
Yes.
Are you, by any chance or by any miracle of geography, now appearing in a show that opened tonight?
No. That's 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Hackett.
Nice try.
I think I hear a sound in the voice I recognize.
Well, recognize it.
Are you Robert Merrill?
You're close.
But no, 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Are you a comedian?
Yes.
Dubious. What?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to answer that, yes. Mr. Cerf?
Are you at present appearing in either a nightclub or a hotel room in or near New York City?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Do you use a middle initial in your billing?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Hackett.
Are you a girl?
Yes.
Miss Francis?
I guess it isn't Robert Merrill.
It's a girl. Are you better known for your work in the theater than you are in motion pictures?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yes?
No, I would say yes would be the right answer to that, Mr.
I think
Cerf?
she needs her upper plate fixed.
I know that voice.
Did you ever help make a song
For
famous?
heaven's sake. Celia! That's who it is.
Carol?
Carol Burnett.
Could have sworn it was my turn.
Bennett? All apologies, Bennett, but all apologies. One of the reasons we did this, Buddy and Carol used to be in a show together, and it just
Isn't that
came to
some- That's the one the Nielsen guy threw off the air for us.
And what was it? You were Celia?
I was Buddy's girlfriend.
And he was Stanley?
Or were you Celia and I was Stanley?
Well, we started out where I was Stanley.
Oh, that was funny, Buddy. I saw it coming into your face, and I knew there was going to be
I
a small
thought for
explosion.
sure Buddy would get it.
Is Carol in rehearsal? Are you in rehearsal yet?
Nope.
No.
I just came tonight because I wanted to come and say hi. I don't have
was the
anything to
baby,
plug.
Carol?
Just fine. Wonderful. Thank you.
When do you start rehearsing? Right away, don't you?
We start March 23rd.
And what's the name of the show going to be?
They've
Say it out
changed
loud.
Well, they've changed it so many times, I read it in the paper, you know. I don't know. As of late, it was A Girl to Remember, then they changed it to A Name to Remember, then they changed it to 1, 2, 3, 5, then they changed it to Idol of Millions, and I think they should keep that but put a question mark after it.
Still by Adolph Green.
Adolph and Betty
Betty
Compton,
Compton,
Julie
and
Stein,
Julie
and George
Stein.
Abbott directing it.
Sounds mighty wonderful.
Yeah.
Is
I think
Tina
it was-
Louise in that, too?
Tina Louise is in it.
Both of you
You
in
ain't
the
gonna
same
see me,
show,
honey.
wow. I wouldn't know where to look.
Well, Karen, I must say you've captured completely, as you know, the hearts of America, and you captured us long ago. But we appreciate one of your few Sundays off coming to spend
I
time
love
with us.
it.
Bless
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot for coming to
Thank
What's
you.
My Life. Well, I've got to admit you did rather well tonight, panel, and we'll have another contestant after this word from our alternate sponsor. And now a final contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Michael Lanassi. Is that right, sir? Yes. Right. Mr. Lanassi, where are you from?
West Palm Beach,
West
Florida.
Palm Beach in Florida. Nice to have you with us. May I present our panel, Mr. Lanassi? Now, would you join me here, and we'll let the audience know exactly what your line is. can tell you that Mr. Lanassi is salaried and deals in a service, and we'll begin the general questioning with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Mr. Lenarsi, could anyone on this panel use your services?
Yes.
Could I?
Yes.
Would I be better off after having used them?
Yes.
We would hope so.
Would I come to you?
No. If the service was to be offered, it would be Mr. Lanassi coming to you. Mr. Hackett.
Are you a teacher of a sort?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you do something for people in their homes?
Yes.
Is it a service other than cleaning or remodeling?
Yes.
Is there something pleasurable about your service?
Yes.
Do you ever have anything to do with the culinary arts?
Yes.
Would you be...
I would say here, so that you're not misled, with your approval, that this is possible. This is not to suggest that it's overriding.
Would you be a gentleman that might be called if someone were planning a party of some kind?
No.
No. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Lanassi, do you come into personal contact with the people that you are performing the service for?
Yes.
Are they sometimes in a horizontal position when you come in contact with them, as well as a vertical one?
No. No.
You sure?
Just a moment. Let me have a small... Bennett, with your permission, we'll give you a qualified yes, because it's possible that there could be the service, conveyed at the time that somebody's in a horizontal position, yes.
Now, do you apply your hands to the persons of these people that you're performing the service for?
I think in a manner of speaking, it's possible.
Yes. Yes.
Would you come under any close proximity to being in the massage field?
No.
No. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
I got the wrong massage.
Well, you wouldn't get a massage in the kitchen, would you? Anyway, may I try to clarify this aspect of cooking which was introduced? I know you said it wasn't necessarily
It wasn't
possible.
overriding, that it's possible that some touching or connection with the culinary arts is possible, that's all.
You mean I might be eating and lying down while he performed his services? If
Is
you're
that your
lucky.
question?
No, it's not. It's just the effect of Buddy Hackett sitting next to me. Would you also perform your service on a person who was sitting in a chair, for instance?
Might.
Yes.
Do you have anything to do with clothing, hair, or makeup?
Yes.
Is it hair or makeup?
Well, in a way, I'm going to throw in the towel.
He's got it.
What
I
is
don't think so, but something like a butler, a gentleman's gentleman.
Gentleman's gentleman,
Oh,
valet,
yes?
right. Yes, and actually, guess who? Jackie Gleason's valet. Mr. Lanassi is presently valet to Jackie Gleason. Is it right to say valet, or do you say valet?
No, it's valid. It's really valid.
Look how close I was to this. Bill's Outdoor Cook Stoves.
Thank you very much. Lovely to have you on What's My Line.
Well, Buddy, once again, it's nice to have an outdoor cook stove with us and to have you, too, tonight. And good night, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Oh, good night, John. Excuse me. Good night, Buddy. Come again soon.
Thank you, Dorothy. Good night, everybody. Good night, Arlene.
Good night, my favorite beetle. Good night, Bennett.
As the man with the snowshoes would say, mush. Good night.
And that's not too much to expect from an esquire, either. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us on What's My Line.
What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Cotton. This is Johnny Olson speaking.